Η επινόηση του Καρλ Μαλόν, η μοναδική επινόηση του Μαλόν. Ο Μέλμελ μέχρι στιγμής δεν υπάρχει ούτε ο Φώστερ ούτε ο Στόκτον. Το βάρος των επιθέσεων πηγαίνει πάνω του. Είδατε, παρά το γεγονός ότι ήταν κλεισμένος, πώς κατάφερε να βρει αυτόν τον έξοχο τρόπο, αυτή την πολύ καλή πάσα των Μόριτς, ο οποίος πέτυχε το καλάθι, πήρε και το φάουλ. Η διαφορά για πρώτη φορά στους 10 πόντους, 17-10 με τους...
Kobe Bryant tried to keep it alive. Isley has it for the Jazz.
But he was one shot and a rebound for the Utah Jazz. They're keeping the heat on Morris again.
To get into any fast break opportunities, they're going to need to take another time. Shaquille O'Neal off to a very slow start. Now in the Seattle series, he was making all those shots, but today's afternoon game, just nothing going right for Shaq. Missing all shots, getting stripped down low by the...
Jim Gray.
All right, as we see the basket by Kobe Bryant, it's only the second basket of the game. Del Harris told his guys, get over the nerves. We've played almost 9 minutes now. No more time to be nervous and hit the boards. We're trailing on the rebounds 13-3. Just play your game. Everything will be fine. We have 3.5 quarters left. Tom?
Well, they nearly doubled the shooting percentage of that basket as Ostertag lays it in on the other end. How can that happen?
Tom, when you look at the Lakers the way they're playing right now, this is the way they played in Game 1 at Seattle. They look like they'd never win a game again the rest of the history of the NBA. Then the last 4 games, they look like they never lose a game again. You always have to wonder which Laker team is going to show up.
Nice drop step by Eldon Campbell to score over Ostertag as Campbell does what Shaquille could not, and that's score a field goal.
Well, using your formula, then what you're telling us is the Lakers are trying to set the Jazz up. Play bad in this game, and then roll into their A game for the next 4.
It's that old play it possum deal. Malone. Sweeping hook, Karl Malone. Malone now with 6 points.
Tom, I really think that the Lakers are going to have to go with Eldon Campbell and Shaquille O'Neal as the main defensive weapon against Karl. The problem is Karl can step to the perimeter against those guys and abuse them from there.
Campbell scored a moment ago. That time he lost it, taken away by Karl Malone.
The difference is controlling the tempo and the style of play, and the Jazz have done it early, and they throw that one away. They haven't made for it.
That is not their game. They've got to be on the move.
Rick Fox misses a 3. Blunt offensive rebound, stuffed by Ostertag. Ostertag had Campbell. Muscled it up against Ostertag. Blunt saved the day with another offensive board. 3. Awful looking shot by Van Exel and picked up by Isley.
But still, no offensive rebounds for the Lakers whatsoever. The quick hands and the energy provided by the second unit. Chris Morris, Isley, Ostertag. Now it's Antoine Carr's turn.
They want pick and roll. This is a play that worked for them the entire first quarter. Carr can't cash, but that shot is there again. The Lakers big men don't want to step out and get the shooter, Kobe Bryant.
Bryant challenges Ostertag. Nice move. Kobe elevating and scoring his 5th point.
Well, yesterday at the film session,
Isley with an answer for the Jazz. Final seconds of the first quarter.
Isley has not been shooting the ball well. Nice to see him get a runner to go in.
Only 30% shooting throughout the playoffs for Isley. A 2-second defensive board. Van Exel's shooting eye way off so far, and again, partially blocked though.
To the floor, 2.2 ticks left.
How about the job that Corey Blunt is doing right now? Van Exel 0 for 4 shooting, including 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
What job is Corey Blunt doing?
Bryant for 3, misses at the buzzer.
He's getting offense.
They want to put all this publicity onto it, then that's fine. And it's not going to be any less emotional. I'm not going to stop playing any less hard. And I'm going to show up.
I think that sound we heard there, that bang, was Jerry Sloan collapsing as he listened to Greg talk. But Greg Foster, who made the throat-slitting move, and maybe he gained 100 pounds, as he told us before the game, because he has outplayed Shaq and all the Lakers, for that matter, to open the game.
Utah has out-hustled the Lakers here. They're quicker to every loose ball. They're working harder on the board. Isley shooting jumpers. The only guy playing right now for Los Angeles was Corey Blunt, and they took him out after giving the Lakers 4 offensive rebounds.
Well, they got your combination in O'Neal and Campbell. Let's see how they work together in tandem and how Ostertag will defend. Lakers turn it over.
Shaq throws it away, and the
Game saw 3 full days of rest, neither team having played since Tuesday night when they both closed out their respective opponents.
Morris an air ball as he came off the screen.
Well, you got to tip. The real story here for the Los Angeles Lakers is going to be their patience, because the Utah Jazz are not a jump shooting basketball team where they're going to give you long periods where they don't go without scores. So they've got to get them playing outside in, and they've got to get them missing some shots.
Steve, that was a jump shot.
Isley is 3 for 3 since he entered the game.
Karl Malone shoots jump shots.
Eldon Campbell. Shaq couldn't get the rebound. It's Morris instead. So the Twin Towers even not productive for the Lakers.
And Morris barking at Ostertag.
And barking a 3. And then holstering his pistol as he runs back down court. The Lakers will take a 20.
They're out of 20-second timeout. And right now, they're getting beat so badly that timeouts are going to become a problem for the Lakers end of this game. The bench for the Utah Jazz, just spectacular.
This is the Jazz. I better do this. All right. Jerry Sloan has said that he needs every player on his team to compete, and everybody must contribute in some way. And that means the bench has to give him some energy at both ends of the floor, and they have been exceptional here in the first 14 minutes of play. It's been a terrific surge for the Utah Jazz, but there's still a ton of time left in this ballgame.
This series is just getting started, but the dream is already coming true for Utah. Break, quickness, everybody involved make the Lakers stand around. Shaq still has not scored.
The experience of the Jazz soundly whipping the youth and the talent of the Lakers so far.
Well, a lot of it is attitude, and the attitude is that the Utah Jazz are going to be the aggressor. They're just not going to quit. O'Neal finally gets a hoop they threw at Seattle in the first quarter. You know, 15 of 19 and a 17-point lead. They're nowhere near that.
Isley's been red hot. Isley with 8 points on 4 for 4 shooting.
Tom, that is such a great sign because he has been struggling. He's had 30% shooting. The Jazz coach, Ed Howard, telling me himself, traveling violation throughout the playoffs.
Well, right now, the Lakers' problem is they're allowing the Jazz to move the ball, move people very freely. They got to start contesting the passes and the ball movement, player movement. The big dog working his way down low.
Three-pointer. Chris Morris.
Chris Morris getting the early call today. Adam Keefe pretty much out of the rotation.
And Morris has 10 points in 8 minutes. Shaq travels, no basket.
Shaq with a couple of traveling violations there.
Bench scoring heavily in favor of the Jazz, thanks largely to Chris Morris. And Isley for 3. Oh, Howard Isley. Light it up, Howard. He has a dozen. He hadn't missed a shot. 5 for 5.
This is 16-2 at the start of the quarter.
Fisher for 3. Saved by Shandon Anderson. Scrap for it. Jones and Ostertag. And jump ball call.
Del Harris got the technical. He's upset. He says 3 guys are jumping all over Shaquille O'Neal, and then he has no choice but to move his feet because he's getting hit from so many different areas.
But this Laker team normally scores so effortlessly, easily getting to 110 a game.
Isley, why not? Somebody guard him.
Shaq's not going to step out. The Jazz know that. They're sticking with their game plan, something the Lakers have not done.
Well, at least in the case of Nick Van Exel, he's going to look and say, see, somebody else is getting burned too. It's just not me that's not guarding anybody. As Rick Fox gets the other hoop for the Lakers, they got 5 points here in the second quarter.
But Steve, it's team defense, and we've seen the 2 differences.
Isley finally missed one. Carr missed a tap. Tapped again. Campbell, or Ori it is, fighting for it and gets the outlet to Fisher.
Now with as much time left, the Lakers can get back in this ball game. And that
went to Parkview High School and worked in an accounting firm and is desperately looking for a shoe contact at the moment. Kobe Bryant to Fox for three. An offensive rebound leads to a Fox three-pointer and a first sign of life from the Lakers in a long time. Fox has 8.
If you're Jerry Sloan, you're telling your guys, okay, don't get happy. Let's keep working. Let's make them work defensively, and then let's try to make an easy scoring opportunity. Karl Malone at the free throw line.
Beautiful head fake, but he couldn't finish with a jump shot from 15 feet.
And what an exquisite pass from Howard Eisley, who's played the best this game of any playoff game so far for him this year.
Bryant pulls up on Anderson. Offensive board, Horry is fouled. Things look bad for the Lakers. Kareem was on crutches and wouldn't play in Game 6 of the NBA Finals against the 76ers. But rookie Magic Johnson stepped in to play center and scored 42 points to go with 15 rebounds and 7 assists as the Lakers won the game and the title, and Magic became the only rookie in NBA history to be named playoff MVP, and he is with Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Well, time indeed does fly. Kareem was all set to be the MVP in that series. What did he say to you when you got the MVP?
Well, I don't think he was too happy. But he was happy that we won it all, and that was the key right there.
Magic, your team down 21 here in a hurry. Della told him, don't be nervous. Get back into the flow of the game. Have you seen some nerves from your team today?
Yeah, they're not acting the same as they were in the Seattle series. And, you know, one thing that I told them we had to do was affect their bench, and we're not doing that. Eisley has come in, had a big, huge first half, and also Morris has hit a couple of threes. And if you don't affect Utah's bench, and if you don't play smart and aggressive your own self on the offensive end, you can't beat them, and that's what's happening to us.
Of course, the upside of this is there's 2.5 quarters left to play still, and plus you lost that first game to Seattle. Yeah. What would you advise the team at this time?
Well, we got to remember something. This is not Seattle. This is the best team in basketball right now in terms of record-wise. You can't look at them as the same as Seattle because they have too many weapons. And then what we have to do is be aggressive. We're not being aggressive. We had 3 layups. Guys should have went in there, dunked it, or got the contact, but we faded away from the contact. So we got to be aggressive. Take the ball to the
shooting in 11 minutes to play.
So when you talk about rest,
Brian rounded it today. They're up 45-24.
If you look at them at this end of the floor defensively, they're challenging everything. They're making it tough for the long
day. Or so he tells me.
Karl Malone, too easy.
Now remember, against San Antonio, those shots were blocked. Those shots were smothered. They're getting those lobs inside for Karl Malone, and that is also going to make their offense more effective and efficient.
Steve, where's Shaq on the defensive end?
Or the offensive end, for that matter, he just missed a point-blank look.
What a pass by Karl Malone.
Now, that's a terrific save, and again, this is an example of just out-hustling the opposition.
Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones, who played so well in the Sonic series, is Shannon Anderson. They think he can post anybody.
Oh, up and under on Kobe Bryant. He made the youngster look silly on that one.
Utah does that every time with Shannon Anderson in the game.
Kobe couldn't quite return the favor. Blew by Anderson, but missed on the reverse. Good recovery by Russell. Kobe's all over him.
But they have the Laker defense spread out, and they're just not reacting very well right now. And, you know, it's the kind of defense where they're all frustrated and disappointed because they can't get in a position where they can help or react to anything that the Jazz have done so far in the first 24.
Russell fall away. Jones in his face. Strong rebound by Shaq. Threw it right to Malone. Karl picked it off, and Antoine Carr got the roll.
Utah is building their lead, and Karl Malone is hurt at half court.
Shaq is fouled by Antoine Carr, and the crowd suddenly goes silent at the sight of Karl Malone near midcourt, writhing in pain on the floor.
Let's see if we can go back and see the whole play in its entirety. There's the steal, and he's going to give it.
Maybe an ankle and maybe a knee.
And a huge emotional lift to this building here. That has gone down.
the roof would have come off.
The fans going crazy here chanting MVP, MVP, a very electric moment here in the Delta Center.
And that won't get it done against the Jazz. They're too efficient when you let them move ball and man around the court.
Steve, not to discourage further viewing, but the score at this pace, the final score at this pace would be Utah 127, LA 62.
You've discouraged it.
Stockton misses. Pick out just about any stat category you want.
Malone right at the basket. Jerry Sloan saying we big men don't like to be screened. So that's the reason for the attitude, and they always feel that it's an advantage. Foster was hitting an early prediction, huh? Boy, oh boy, the Lakers can't get it done after a steal. Rick Fox, right point-blank range, can't score.
For Indiana to win, it's got to be Rick Smith, it's got to be the Davises rebounding, and then Mark Jackson's going to have to be free.
Somehow, Russell willed it in and won.
The key to the play is no pressure on John Stockton. They have run a clinic on ball movement, player movement. Watch Van Exel, his arms are down. Stockton just spots where he wants Russell to go, and it's just a great athletic finish for Russell and a chance for a three-point play.
Steve, 4 years ago, Brian Russell was almost left off the playoff roster for this Utah Jazz team. There was an injury to Jamie Watson. He barely made the playoff roster. Then David Benoit got hurt. And now Brian Russell.
He's making an early
Who
call.
else is over there?
When you got a redhead on your team, you got to get him in early.
Or not at all. 10 on the shot clock for Campbell and the Lakers.
Won't go down. And Anderson has it for the Jazz. Once again, they're winning the battle for the loose ball.
Every long rebound has been for Utah. Shannon Anderson, Isley, Stockton. Again.
Malone kept it alive for a moment. 3-on-1 break, Bryant. And 2 in for the Jazz. Style point and little else on that one. They're still down 28.
One thing that this series is going to prove is that the Lakers are going to need Kobe Bryant to win against the Utah Jazz. A lot of people thought that they were so good, playing so well, that they couldn't get Kobe Bryant back in it. Now they come across a team that suddenly found their A game. They'll need every chamber filled, and Kobe's one of those bullets.
Utah just scoring at will.
The Laker defense, non-existent. Back cuts, great passing. Brian Russell's now hurt.
Well, they can play him 4-on-5 right now. It won't matter. Kobe has sinks 2 field goals in a row. The first 2 by the Lakers in about 6 minutes.
Karl Malone can't chase that one down. They're going to get Russell out of the ball game, and he is shaking that arm.
Well, the hard screen there. Corey Blunt comes right in, making his presence felt. That elbow into the back of the neck and shoulder area. Very, very painful. Mike Sheminsky really having a tough afternoon, the trainer for the Jazz.
But Campbell will go down low against Karl Malone on his own. Let's see if they work through Eldon Campbell.
Kobe Bryant and Rick Fox have scored 20 of the Lakers' 32 points.
For every single time.
Less than a minute till halftime.
Again, posting Shannon Anderson. He thought he got fouled, got nothing. Bryant, a pretty good play.
Van Exel pushes for the Lakers.
How's that not palming the ball by Van Exel? Looks like he just carried it over everybody.
And Kobe, too, went back.
These are Utah fans. They love to talk to anybody that's in the opposing uniform. They got into it with John Rook, and he hasn't even been in the game yet.
Shot clock.
Van Exel picks it off, and Stockton fouls him a bit close.
Foul trouble.
Brian Russell has a stinger on the left shoulder as a result of that hard screen, and likely will return. Jazz have scored. Van Exel at the buzzer. And the first half has been a Utah rout. Off the bench, Isley and Morris doing major damage. Utah leading throughout the game after scoring the first 6 points. Their biggest advantage in the first half was a whopping 30-point advantage. Now stay tuned for the Prudential halftime report.
Back to Howard for 2. Put that on your highlight reel and show it. What a pass by Weber. It's the Detroit Pistons' Joe Dumars. Joe D. at the horn. He hits it!
It's the Miami Heat's Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway off a spinner. What a tremendous shot by Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway comes underneath. That didn't even get off the glass.
The Sixers' Anthony Parker beats the clock.
Picked up by Parker. Parker lets it fly from half court.
Oh! Unbelievable. It's swingman Kobe Bryant of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, faked the wraparound. Pete Maravich. He faked a wraparound pass behind his back, and going under the score, Bryant sets the crowd on fire.
It's the Celtics' Walter McCarty to tie us at to Ron Mercer.
And McCarty steals it away.
Oh, Ron Mercer.
What a shot the baseline by Ron Mercer.
It's Sixers rookie Tim Thomas.
Thomas working over Newman and slams with the right hand. Wow. 2 dribbles and the quick spin just rose up and threw it down.
It's the Magic's Darrell Armstrong with this hustle play.
Chicago hits it to the backcourt. Darrell Armstrong dives, saves to Harper. Do you believe that?
Oh, what a play. Man, oh man, that's giving up your body and getting something good because you did.
Is the Suns' Jason Kidd to Antonio McDyess.
Oh, my! What a play! An assist from Kidd to McDyess. This is a highlight reel.
It's the Charlotte Hornets' Matt Geiger.
Curry could only get... Oh, but the ball slammed into the hole! Can you believe it?
Here's Los Angeles Clippers forward Lamont Murray.
Oh, what a play by Lamont Murray! He's a double lip.
It's great teamwork from the New York Knicks.
Ewing cutting through the paint. Outstanding ball movement, Knicks.
Check out the Minnesota Timberwolves' Stephon Marbury.
Oh, great pass. Oh, baby. That was Magic Johnson right.
There is no answer right now for Stephon Marbury. Either it's scoring or passing the ball.
It's the San Antonio Spurs star rookie forward Tim Duncan.
Look at Duncan. Oh, what a play by Duncan.
When you have moves like that, how much better can this guy get?
It's the New Jersey Nets small forward Kendall Gill.
The cutter. Oh, my. Brother. You want to talk about a monster finish. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
It's the Los Angeles Lakers' Eddie Jones.
Boy, they're clearing out for Eddie Jones so far. And what a play by Eddie Jones. Just spectacular on the baseline drive. And how about the spin to bring it back through the net?
The Bulls' Michael Jordan.
Jordan, post up. Jordan, the double clutch. Reverse layup. Michael Jordan, that's vintage.
Here again is the Spurs rookie sensation, Tim Duncan.
Oh, it almost looked like he passed it to himself.
He did.
That was amazing. Not that he did it, but that he thought about it before he did it.
It's the Phoenix Suns' Danny Manning to Antonio McDyess.
Oh, McDyess, that will be on all the highlights you see for about a week. How about the blind pass from D. Manning? You won't see a better pass in your life.
It's the Washington Wizards' Rod Strickland.
Strickland, 2 Weber for the dunk.
Great anticipation.
It's the T-Wolves' Stephon Marbury.
How about the pass by Marbury? Oh, man, we got to see that one again. That was unbelievable.
It's Boston's Antoine Walker and Travis Knight.
Underneath tonight, slam dunk with the right hand. A great play by Travis. A sensational play by the ex-Laker.
It's the Dallas Mavericks swingman Michael Finley.
Tipped in by Finley.
Where did he come from? Pack doesn't get it to go, but here comes Finley.
Here's the explosive Kendall Gill of the New Jersey Nets.
Kendall Gill to the bucket with the left hand. He explodes.
It's Minnesota's high-flying forward Kevin Garnett.
Tip jam, Kevin Garnett, way up into that Emerald City sky with a right-handed rager.
How about this heave from the Charlotte Hornets, Matt Geiger?
Gave a hot serve to Geiger. Oh, that bucket for Matt Geiger.
Oh, that hurt.
Throws the bomb 75 feet. Geiger catches, turns, shoots, and hits on the bank, and that is a heartbreak.
Once again, it's Antoine Walker of the Boston Celtics.
With it down the middle, big pass, slam dunk, great play. Antoine Walker, another fake wraparound pass. He brought back and slammed it.
It's Brent Barry of the Los Angeles Clippers.
All the way, Barry, slam dunk, Barry.
Pat Riley's Heat got burned by the Bulls' Tony Kukoc.
Kukoc catches, fires. Ain't no defense for that. Man, you got to have a guy, A, big enough, and Kukoc is 6'11", and with a feathery outside touch to do this.
It's Utah Jazz forward Chris Morris to Shandon Anderson.
Behind the back, Shannon. Shandon Anderson.
And the Jazz are rolling. You gotta love it, baby.
It's Chicago's Michael Jordan.
Down the hole. He came down, he gave one of those shake and bake moves, and down he went the middle. Hammered it home.
The Orlando Magic's Derek Harper beats the clock.
Derek from half court. Fires, got it! Yeah, baby! He hits the three of the horn.
It's Sean Kemp of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Strong baseline move. Sean Kemp as he took Alonzo Mourning and just finished him off.
It's forward Johnny Newman of the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, baby!
Look at this slam. Oh, Stanley, get out of the way, big fella.
Jay New bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
It's guard Ron Harper of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, my! Watch Harper as he dives down the lane. The little flip over the head. Count it. Man, what a shot.
It's the Washington Wizards' Rod Strickland.
Strickland all the way. Cross the contact and score.
Well, it's just a tough shot, an unstoppable shot. And behind the back, beautiful move. Finishes it off with the left.
It's the LA Lakers' Kobe Bryant.
Throws it back over his head and in. Basket count. What a play.
It's Lamont Murray of the LA Clippers.
The Warriors wanted to give up, but Lamont Murray from the roof.
Look where Lamont Murray came from. That was spectacular. That's your highlight.
It's Allen Iverson of the 76ers.
Wrap-around pass behind the back. Underneath. Great play. What a play by Iverson.
That's Allen Iverson at his best. You get him in the open court, he is dangerous.
It's the Minnesota Timberwolves duo of Terry Porter to Kevin Garnett.
Garnett, Kevin Garnett went upstairs. He climbed that imaginary ladder and threw it down.
It's the LA Lakers' Shaquille O'Neal to Eddie Jones.
Jack underneath for Jones. Oh, what a play! One of the great plays of the season.
Here we go. Here's Reggie. Here's the turnaround. Here's the shot.
You get Carl here in attendance. Maybe bring Kareem back.
Well, game 2 can't come quickly enough for the Lakers if it continues at this pace. Rick Fox gets an easy one, and again, it's Derek Fisher with the assist. Fox and Bryant have been the only reliable scorers for the Lakers today.
But what we need to watch for with the Lakers is their attitude. Are they going to challenge the shots? Are they going to make the Jazz start picking the ball up, and they're going to make them work against the shot clock and shoot jump shots?
Malone. Shaq didn't really go out to challenge him, but Malone missed anyway.
Now Carl's got Shaq down low. This is the matchup that I've been waiting.
Monday's game 2 is on TNT. You can watch it.
Looking for Malone inside.
Lob over the defense to Shaq, and Hornacek got a piece of it. Shaq brought it down, and the little guy got a piece.
They found the page.
Traveling. Stop the presses. Now if they call a carry, we'll be in business.
Karl Malone was in such a hurry. He didn't want to put it down. He knew he had just that little seam to get through, turned it over.
I'm glad that Carl's running so well after that scary moment with the knee.
Rick Fox has his game today, 13 points, and he's hit 5 of 7 shots.
A couple of threes, and that's one of the things that's been missing from the Lakers game today, that hot three-point attack. And as you said earlier, when they're making their threes and they got Shaq going inside, they're impossible to beat. Malone holding the ball.
Wow. Malone holding, shooting over Shaq, and collecting his 15th point.
Last year, game 4, after Karl Malone went 2 for 21 or 2 for 20 in game 3, Karl Malone came out with 42 points in game 3. In game 4, just killed him.
Shaq's basket will count, and the three-point opportunity.
Steve, when you have this kind of range, when you have the ability to post up,
shots like that, there's nothing you can do. Shaq just got his first taste of that.
Fisher picked off a bad pass from Hornacek, who easily races down to jam it.
That's one of the rare mistakes and easy scoring chances for the Lakers. That's the attitude that you want to see, and I'm sure Jerry Sloan is going to be barking at his team. No cheap bucket.
Hornacek has been out of sync the whole game, hasn't scored a point, and has committed a couple of careless turnovers.
I don't think he's right physically. Great pass by Karl Malone.
80 seconds.
But the Lakers still just walking the ball up. No real sense of urgency here for Los Angeles. Great pass by Horry.
As good a catch by Shaq, but didn't do anything with it as the defense collapsed. Turns on Foster too hard off the glass.
The Jazz work religiously to keep Karl Malone on the weak side for defensive rebounding.
But he got his 8th board.
Great pass again.
Shaq got a piece. Karl takes it back.
That's the best defensive reaction that Shaq has had this afternoon. Back to Malone inside. O'Neal will get the foul.
Got him with a body. And
Stockton causing another near turnover.
Horry to Shaq. Nice pass from Robert Horry, and Shaq with the finish.
That's the first time they've had the Jazz defense scrambling, and they could find Shaq where he could carry it in, and nobody challenged him.
5 of 8 shooting for Los Angeles, and Shaq is in double figures.
Lakers going more regularly now with Shaq guarding Karl Malone. And that's just not going to work either.
Well, you can't find anybody to guard him on the low post except Shaq, so he puts Shaq on him. He goes outside and buries jump shots. Eddie Jones.
What the Lakers want to do in quarters 3 and 4 is find their game, reestablish that they can compete and play with this team so that when game 2 rolls around Monday, they believe in themselves. O'Neal should have been called for the foul, and Karl Malone is barking at Bernie Fryer. They'll get the ball back 14 on the shot clock.
Looked like everybody stopped and waited for the whistle, anticipated. There's no foul there. That was just all ball by the Lakers. Great defense.
I hate to do it, but I have to agree with Bill. Fox with the outlet to Horry. Hornacek couldn't break it up, and Horry with some fancy dribbling works himself free for the layup. And the Lakers making a little bit of a run.
Well, you know, Jerry Sloan is telling his guys, you can't relax. That's what they've done, and he's going to call a timeout.
Well, you lower your sights a bit, and you look for small victories when you're down 26.
The stars are supposed to carry their teams, but really the definition of basketball is teams. Like he liked this ball game to be down to 10 or 12 points at the start of the 4th quarter. Let's see if it's been a problem for them this afternoon.
Utah scored the first 5 points of this quarter to take their biggest lead, but since then, 14-5 Lakers until Russell hits the long-range 2.
Brian Russell has not played well this year against the Lakers. Coming into this series, he had averaged 1 point on 33% shooting against this Laker team this year.
Jones misses a 3. Strong rebound by Brian Russell.
And historically, when the 3-man, the small forward Brian Russell for this Jazz team plays well, they always win.
Karl Malone missed that one.
That's a great ball fake, though, by Karl.
Rick Fox takes it for the Lakers.
Well, the Lakers got numbers. See if they take advantage of it.
Robert Horry from the corner for 3.
Basket and a foul. Chow.
Foster came up short, had the good look, and then I think it was Russell that kept it alive for a moment, and Stockton, impossible reverse.
Now the Lakers got to get scoring from Shaq as he throws that one down.
Will that do?
That will. Rick Fox and Kobe Bryant. These guys have got to pick up their offensive energy, start finding ways to get the ball in the rim. Shaq's got 7 1/4.
12 in the game. What a pass. Now mismatch is that Van Exel was trying to check Malone. Now they switch. Shaq takes him back. Kobe Bryant comes to help. Doesn't matter. Like a fly on an elephant, Bryant just shoots it in the hoop.
Lakers are coming back on the offensive end, Tom, but the Jazz offense of their own is where the Lakers got to stop somebody.
Malone shoots it in the hoop for his 20th. Russell the block.
Foster in transition.
Nobody picked up the trailer except John Stockton.
Greg Foster told me he feels he can get open at Shaq in transition because Shaq doesn't get back defensively.
Lakers trim 6 points off the lead, and the Jazz say, Shaq, the second effort.
9.25 for Shaq, but it has been a pesky Jazz defense that's really thrown his rhythm off. He had his way in the Portland series and in the Sonic series, hadn't had it this afternoon.
Stockton to Malone. That's what Robert Horry said he didn't want to hear.
Jim Gray had that right at the top of the show. Horry saying that if we hear Stockton Malone, we have no chance.
22 assists for the Jazz, led by the all-time NBA leader, John Stockton. Van Exel driving on Stockton.
Tough shot. Nice right-hand layup by Van Exel.
He's only 1 of 7 shooting, however.
But the Lakers are in a bad rhythm right now because they're just trading baskets. You know, they have to get into a rhythm where they're forcing the Utah Jazz into tough shots and then coming back, getting some easy ones themselves, 8 on the shot clock.
Offensive foul on Jeff Hornacek, setting that screen.
Speak louder. Van Exel forced a 3. Rebounded by Malone.
Karl Malone on the weak side, perfect position. When you have a weak side dominating rebounder like that, you're awfully tough to beat.
Karl held.
Blunt.
Blinded up the...
Isn't that all good?
To produce a direct result of Utah's tenacious defense, and you've got an LA team wondering.
Game as they get a turnover from the Lakers.
Blunt managed to save it after he couldn't make the...
Well, there's not that many big guys left, Steve. Great post-entry pass.
Now Malone. Interior pass picked off by Van Exel. 3-on-2 break. Fox muscling in. Karl Malone has scored 14 in the quarter. And there's the entry pass against Campbell.
Not on this side of the floor. Campbell with a nice play, but they get it back 3 on the shot clock.
Hornacek, no basket. 24 Spears haven't turned it over in the third. Lakers shooting after 25% in the first half has improved considerably. Fox missed a dead layup.
And he's their offensive star of the afternoon.
The Jazz never get away from their offense. Whether they're playing great, whether they're ahead by 20 or down 20.
That's what you want. If you're the Lakers, you want to see that kind of shot come up. Give your chance to sprint quickly the other way. Don't make a mistake.
Nothing to Blunt, who reverses it through. Assist Van Exel.
So the Lakers have been able to cut 6 points off the lead. And I know that Del Harris is saying, guys, this is what we need to do in order to get back into it. Karl Malone coming hard to the rim. This is the 16-point third quarter effort for Karl Malone. A fast break for Russell. Can't catch it.
And Van Exel. Final seconds of the third quarter. Crossover by Isley. Tried to pass to Keith, did, and Keith put it down.
Where is the defense for Los Angeles?
Kobe Bryant got it away as the quarter ends, and we end the third quarter the same way we began, with the Jazz leading the Lakers by 26 thanks to the big third period by Karl Malone at the end of 3.
I'm just like him, and he does his imitation. He's 4 for 4, and the Utah Jazz,
or his eye just gets very swollen. It's a nasty situation, but saved by the goggles.
You're right, Bill. Your memory is good. It was a 95 game against the Clippers. His right eye cut, and the goggles have been a part of his equipment ever since.
6 on the shot clock for the Lakers.
Shaq continues to shoot poorly.
But the Jazz are just rebounding so well. There's no second chance. Shaq 5 for 15 on the afternoon.
Well, he's gone from the most dominating low-post player in the last series to a guy that's trying to find his way in this one, but great players.
Defense, he hasn't done the passing. Some days the shooting is just not going to be there.
He has more turnovers than rebounds. He hustled after the ball there.
He's catching everything out of the lane, having to shoot shots, no dunks.
They surround him that time. 3 Jazz players around Shaq and a foul. Happy till about July when he's back on that farm in Southern Illinois. Morris with a nice catch. He had a chance to just lay it in, try to reverse it, and it wouldn't go down.
And he anticipated that Horry was going to get in the air.
Bryant for 3.
Jerry Sloan has been telling his guys, don't stop running, keep running.
Get out of here.
No, not might be. You need to get out of here. The worst thing is, though, you have to stay and watch Van Exel with the toughness.
The only horses you know are out here on the court. I know that.
I missed something along the way. What was that?
Looking for Karl Malone. And Barry gets a steal.
Kobe Bryant has lost it on the way to the basket.
What spacing on the break.
4 more minutes just to start feeling good about his game, because this has been a tough place for him to really get a hold of the opposition.
They can just go to him every time.
Barry for 3.
Corey Blunt might have been the best Laker all day today.
Now, wait a minute. I think Rick Fox would have to get that award. That is run a marathon, found a lump in her breast, and really couldn't come to tell Jerry. But he took the news. He was stunned by it and having a sick feeling all over. Had many thoughts about it, but he has been inspired by his wife's fight against cancer. Bobby's latest checkup was very good. And Jerry Sloan says he and everyone around the Jazz organization has taken great inspiration from his wife's successful battle against breast cancer. Bobby would be ongoing, and I think they reached it today with some help from a lackluster Los Angeles Lakers team.
Well, the big men have had that happy feeling. Who wants the jump shot? Foster, he's knocking it down. Karl Malone, they're all filling it, and it's a 33-point lead for the Jazz.
Jerry, Tom, coming back to the story about Jerry and Bobby Sloan, this whole Jazz team is about overcoming adversity, and they have done it today. They have just played perfect basketball. And there's nothing the Lakers have been able to do anything about.
Shaq with a follow. And that'll be the last one for Shaq as Sean Rooks gets up and goes to the scorer's table. But I know that Del Harris was trying to get Shaq to get to feeling good about himself and what he can do and how he can hurt the Jazz.
The Jazz are up 31 points, and Jerry Sloan is over there, up off the bench, calling plays as if they're down by 2 with 3 minutes to go.
Well, you know how much of the playoffs is psychological, and from game to game you see teams change. He doesn't want his team to lose this feeling or this identity that they've finally come to. Kobe Bryant beating John Barrett.
Blunt the rebound. Kobe's fouled by Chris Morris.
The court, beating Shaq to the spots and then knocking down those shots.
So maybe they don't need Ronnie Cycli, huh?
Ronnie Cycli, that was the best trade never consummated that I've ever seen.
Foster sort of typifies this team, a survivor. On his throat slitting motion he made against the Lakers, and through game 1 of the finals, he's had the last laugh.
Well,
it's only game 1.
Well, Brian Russell, Shannon Anderson, second-round draft pick. Isley was waved out of the league by some of the worst teams in the league, Minnesota and Vancouver.
Sean Rooks. A
But this is as many second and third chances as the Lakers have had the entire afternoon, working one more time. But they snuffed Kobe Bryant out.
But if it was a battle between experience and youth, the experience won big.
But what you really need is talent. This Laker team has a ton of that.
Well, Utah's not devoid of.
We have seen in game one, the will was strongest with the Utah Jazz.
Antoine Carr. Anderson pushed on the follow by Rooks, who smiles at him when no call is made. Barry's 0 for 3 behind the arc. He's usually one of the first Lakers out to shoot threes with assistant coach Kurt Rambis. Maybe out a little sooner next time.
Well, you can't sit on the bench all season long and then come in and expect it all to happen for you.
Anderson down low. They're going to get.
I don't think that the travel or the order of the game will have any impact the rest of the way.
The Lakers, who had the best road record in the NBA in the regular season, are finding the Delta Center to be very inhospitable in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
Over the years, though, this has been a hostile environment for the opposing team to come into. I mean, you've got to really bring some aggressiveness and a right attitude to beat this team, and a lot of teams just don't do it. And today we have seen the Lakers flat, and they've had their hats handed to them.
Not to mention various other parts of their anatomy. That's a mismatch in age and experience. Kobe Bryant against Chris Morris. John Barry is determined to get his shots, if nothing else. Did you say he was Rick? Welcome back to Salt Lake City with 2:25 left. We told you that John Barry was determined to get his shots in this game. And the next dead ball, we're going to show you that we were not lying.
Everything has gone away of the Utah Jazz. All of the scramble plays, all of the hustle plays this afternoon. Another example, Shandon Anderson scrambles for that one. 110.
Well, this is the kind of offensive numbers that we've been seeing the Lakers put on the board. The Jazz have really struggled offensively.
John Barry, he missed again. He's 0 for 6 officially, and 0 for 7 if you count the shot he took during the timeout.
Yeah, that'll make his mom and dad very, very proud.
He deflects it out of bounds.
Rick made all those shots.
Jacques Vaughn hits that one, and he's in the Jazz scoring column.
Rick Barry, easily one of the greatest forwards in the history of this game.
The chant goes up, but the Jazz faithful can't get too happy again. It is going to be a long series, and they're going to see a different Laker team in Game 2.
Don't forget, at halftime of the Bulls and Pacers tomorrow, the NBA Draft Lottery. Dan Issel, the new general manager of the Denver Nuggets, our former colleague, has the greatest chance. Apparently, he's consulted with his friend Richard Simmons for good luck and is hoping the ping pong balls will go his way tomorrow to get the first pick in the NBA draft.
Well, the crowd behind us urging John Barry to shoot.
He doesn't need much urging. Oh, he passed it up. Bryant will. The Lakers' largest playoff loss was 34. The Memorial Day Massacre at Boston Garden in 1985 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, 148 to 114. Of course, they came back to win the series 4 games to 2.
Total regroup situation for the Lakers. Pride, unity, don't start pointing fingers, but come together as a squad in time of adversity.
Derek Fisher and the Lakers, they know this one is over. They'll just dribble out the clock, and the Utah Jazz will enjoy this first victory.
Total domination by the experienced Utah Jazz against the youthful, talented Los Angeles Lakers. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. I'm here with Greg Foster. Greg, how did you manage to contain and be so effective today against Shaquille O'Neal?
You know what? I just tried to play position. I think more than anything I did out there. I think he just missed some shots he normally makes, and this thing's far from over.
Now, you've been the focal point for a gesture in another game.